Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorials in Hand. In this video tutorial we are going to see how to write a Python program to find the sum of two numbers using function. So we have already seen the direct way like how we can directly find the sum, but in this program we will emphasize on how to find the same but with the help of functions. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So first of all, let's understand the way like how exactly we can declare a function. So in order to define a function, we have something called def. So we have to write this and then we have to provide the function name. So since this is going to be our addition part, so let the function name be add. Now within this part, we have to provide the variables that should be passed or those variables which this function will receive. Okay, so in this situation, we are aware that we will receive two numbers as this part. So let it be a and b simply. Now we'll provide a colon, and this is the body part wherein we will write all the things that we have to perform. So in this particular part, what we are going to do, so let's assume that we have got these two variables a and b. So what you will do, you will simply add them. So let's have a variable called sum, and in this sum we are putting the sum part and we will simply print this like this. So this is how we can define the function, and this is the complete function body. So let's comment it for better understanding. So this is the function body. Now we will give the main part, right? Now we will give the main body. So in order to define what exactly is the main body of it, we have to add this. So now what the thing will happen that whenever this program we will run, so what will happen that this part will be something that will be taken care as the entry point. So from line 10 itself the program execution will start. So from if this line is encountered, then it will be understood that yeah, from here only we have to start executing the program. So now what we have to do is we have to ask the user to enter those two numbers. So let's ask the user, let the first numbers variable be n1 simply, and let's ask the user to enter first number. Now see, we are aware that this input function is going to return us string, right? So we have to basically cast it to our desired data type, and over here in this situation we can simply cast it to integer type. So we'll simply write int and then we'll close this. Similarly, let's take input for the second variable like this, right? Now what we have to do, now we have to call this. So we'll simply write add and then we'll pass n1 and n2. So let's understand what exactly is happening. So first of all, what will happen, I'll leave everything. Now let's understand it from the line by line perspective. So first of all, my program will move at line number 10 because that is the entry point, that is the place from where the execution will start. Now at line 11 it came and it asked the user to enter the first number, and whatever the number the user has entered, so that was by default in string, so that got converted to integer type and finally got stored in n1. Similar thing happened for the second variable and the number was stored in n2, right? Now the things came in 13 and over here it's telling to call add. So what will happen, the program execution will now move to line number 4 and it will pass this n1 to a and n2 to b, which simply means that let's say the user has entered 10 and 20. So if our execution will move at this position, then the value of a will be 10 and the value of b would be 20 because these were passed by n1 and n2. Now what will happen, now the execution will move to line number 5 and it will store the summation into sum that will be a plus b, and a is what, nothing but n1, b is nothing but n2. So similarly the sum will be stored in this and finally it will be printed like the normal way. Now let's run it and see if everything works fine or not. See, it's asking me to enter the first number, let it be 10, and now it's asking me to enter the second number, let it be 20, and boom, here you can see that the sum is 30. So this is how we can simply do the things up. Now let's see one more interesting thing. So as we are aware that there are two types of function, one is those function which return something and another is those function which do not return us. So in this program we can clearly see that this add is that kind of function which is not returning anything, right? So let's make it to return the things up. So let's return the sum from here, right? Now let's understand. So first of all, my program came to line 10 Okay, by line 11 and 12 it has taken input n1 and n2, and finally at line 13 when it came, it went to line 4, and in line 5 it did the summation, and now my execution came to line 6. But now what is happening, instead of printing, now it is telling to return from here. So where it will return, so it will return to the position from where it came. So add came from line number 13, right? So execution will reach at line number 13 containing the sum. So this particular thing is having us the sum. So if we store it in a variable sum, then we will basically get the sum, because that particular function is giving us the sum from here. Now if we print here over here in this part, then also we will get the same thing as the sum. Or for better understanding, let's differentiate it. Let's write result. Now let's rerun it and see, it's asking me to enter the first number. Let the number be same as well, and boom, here you can see that we got the same result. So this is how we can find the sum of two numbers in Python with the help of functions. In this video, if we talk about, then we not only saw how to define the function or how to do things with it, but also saw how to perform the same thing with the help of a returning function, and another way with the help of a function that do not returns anything, but instead it prints in itself. So this was all about the video. I hope you understood the things. Thank you.